And if you're a fan of strong post play, you're in for a treat tonight.
Boy, P.A., you remember when the conversation was, you don't need centers anymore? Guess what? We're back at it. Two of the best at the 5 spot in this one.
Now here's Castle. Fox outside. Clock at 6. On the wing, Vassell. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Here's Edwards. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Doris, what's amazing about Ant-Man, he's worked to become an elite floor spacer.
The reason that's important, B.A., is because we know what a dangerous driver and what a force at the rim Anthony Edwards can be. What I love is he's worked to become a legit threat, and he leaned heavily into that three-point game. So important in the modern NBA.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Good, Wembanyama. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Now here's Edwards. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Edwards has got 5 points.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window, and exploits it.
Wembanyama against Gobert. Left side, Wembanyama. 2 on the clock. Over Gobert. The offensive rebound. Fox, that's good.
And how about Fox getting after it on the glass? You just gotta love the hustle.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Randall, a screen on Fox. It's Edwards on the wing. Offline with a 3. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Randall deciding where to go with it. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. Wemby came up and coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Edwards. He's got 5. Pass to Randall. Takes a 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio leading by 4. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
3-pointer, Fox. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now here's Edwards. They need this. And he hits the jumper. Edwards has got 7 points.
If you find yourself in between in that mid-range area, Anthony Edwards so confident. Rise and fire, young sir.
Outside Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Conley passes to Randall. And it's off from three-point range. And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. They lead by 7. Pass to Castle. Puts up a 3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. The Timberwolves have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Randall, good.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randle has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
Fox with the ball. 5 points in the game. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Gobert. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Randall outside. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Castle outside. Here's Champagnie. Pass to Fox. In midair and converts the double clutch layup. Fox has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A 6'3" point guard, Fox has solid size at the 1, and it really helps him out inside.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Timberwolves trail by 7. Conley looking for an opening. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Castle. Outside McDaniels. Lets it go from deep. San Antonio with a rebound. Now Castle. On the wing, Fox. 6 on the shot clock. From the wing. Good. Fox has got 9.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Randall. Back to Daniels. Takes a 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Spurs lead by 9. Castle outside. Fox for 3. Edwards pulls it in. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell. So it's Minnesota now. Here's Conley. Still without a bucket. Pass to McDaniels. Yes! Great play by Conley to set it up.
Yeah, McDaniels has made himself a legitimate option from three-point territory. What a look there.
The 3 from Wembanyama. He buries it from 3. 10 points for him.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Randall. Edwards, the pass to Conley. It's tipped. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Five on the clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot for 3. Conley. Rebound by San Antonio. Outside Barnes. Wembanyama. Chalk up 2 there. And it's an 11-point San Antonio lead.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. DeSumo comes in for Conley. And San Antonio with a change here too. Harper's checked in. And Minnesota with possession here. They trail by 11. Outside Reed. Pass to McDaniels.
Jaden McDaniels is a guy who will embrace physicality, does a nice job drawing contact.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Spurs.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
The first free throw is good.
There is simply no substitute for what Jaden McDaniels gives you on the defensive end every night. This guy is elite.
And both free throws good for McDaniels.
So critical that your big men be able to shoot free throws at a high rate.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Gobert. And there's another one for the Spurs.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Edwards. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Outside Reed. Jacks up a three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Yeah, Naz Reid, aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
Something everybody likes about Naz Reid is his energy. It's infectious.
This is why the fans love him. And what I admire most about Naz, yes, he's been effective off the bench. He's been able to fit into any lineup. Every year the coaching staff comes in and says, I'm not sure where he fits, and Naz finds a way to carve out a role. Big jelly in the house. Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Fox outside. Got it. Good job in the low post. Fox has got 11 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Edwards. 10 points for him. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I love that Rudy left no doubt. Show off that power, Rudy.
Over to the wing. Here's Champagnie. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside McDaniels. Back to DeSumo. Reed passes to DeSumo. And here's Edwards. From downtown. And another three from Minnesota.
That is a stone-cold three by the Ant-Man.
Pass to Wembanyama. And Gobert with a block. And they get it back. Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside McDaniels. 1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Reed sets a screen. DeSumo for three. Counted from distance.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
They're looking to do something to stop this run. They have to get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
And Minnesota with some changes. Randall, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And it's Highland in for Edwards. San Antonio also making some changes. Cornette's checked in for Wembanyama. Keldon Johnson comes in for Champagny. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Fox. .107 left to play in the first quarter. Barnes passes to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Spurs need to get one up here. Castle. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Spurs lead by 4. Randall outside to the inside. And the basket by Dosunmu. Dosunmu's got his second basket on the night.
We know Julius Randle can score, but that scoring ability will be set up by that kind of play. What a pretty pass from the big man.
Here's Harper. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Castle. Fires from the wing. He's off on that one. Outside, Highland. To the middle. It's stolen by Barnes. Lets the 3 fly. And that's not going to go. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. On the glass, he was an absolute tyrant. Just owning the boards. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends. Boy, the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Dosunmu, the pass to Clark. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Reed sets a screen. Highland. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. San Antonio leading. Pass to Castle. Now Cornette. Outside Johnson. Cornette sets a screen. Launches it. The shot by Johnson, no good. And so it's Reed with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Here's Randall. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Now here's Johnson. He's scoreless. Pass to Barnes. Fires the 3. San Antonio again can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Castle outside. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Castle's got 6.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
Randall against Barnes. Randall outside. Just 5 to shoot. Clark outside. From the arc. And it's Cornette with a rebound. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Vassell outside. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Now here's Randall, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
The Spurs have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Pass to Cornet. Back to Castle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
Randall, the pass to Highland. Now Reed. Cornet defending. A slam dunk by Reed.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Harper. He's guarded by Highland. The three is up. Randall pulls down the board. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Yep, count it. Reed's got 4 points in the quarter.
This is showing the versatility of Naz Reid. Yes, he can make buckets from 3, but I like when he goes to work inside.
Castle outside. Pass to Cornet. Here's Vassell. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
What balance from Vassell. Adept at absorbing contact and still converted.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Highland. Olynyk's checked in for San Antonio. Fox comes in for Harper. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to McDaniels from deep. Rebound by Olynyk.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." BA, back to you.
A star on the rise.
Take a break.
Allie, thanks for the report.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both. Now here's Randall. Nasumu outside. And the jam by Gobert.
Boy, that's a dunk we'll see for a while. Rudy Gobert, a little sauce on that one.
San Antonio leading by 3. All right, Doris, let's talk for a moment about Rudy Gobert's defensive IQ.
Let's begin, BA, with his communication on that end. It's an undervalued aspect of defensive performance. Then you talk about his ability to be a rim protector, to be able to rotate in defensive help. There is a reason he has won the Defensive Player of the Year as many times as he has.
Minnesota with the ball. The Spurs making their last shot. Edwards, a pass to Nasumu. 5 to shoot. Back to Edwards. Edwards for the step. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got the handle, I've got the strength off the dribble drive. Pretty move.
Olynyk passes to Fox. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
Mike Conley's checked in for Dosunmu. And San Antonio with a change here too. Wembanyama's checked in for Olynyk. He does not get the second one. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's McDaniels. Barnes with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Fox outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Wembanyama. San Antonio again can't hit. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Edwards looking it over. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Beyond the arc. Anthony Edwards reins one in.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Outside Wembanyama. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Wembanyama's got 16 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Randall, left side. Randall draws the double. Pass to Edwards. The 3. That shot off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now here's Wembanyama. Wow, that wiry strength of Wembanyama.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. And San Antonio with a change here too. Harper, he's checked in for Castle. And here's Conley. No points so far. Pass to McDaniels. Fires the 3. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now Vassell. Here's Harper. Outside Wembanyama. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen on Wembanyama. The 3, Conley. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
You have got to be aware of where Mike Conley is. He's so capable outside the arc.
Pass to Harper. San Antonio moving the ball around. Conley against Fox. Up and over Conley. And it's Fox missing. The Timberwolves trail. Up top, Reed. He's guarded by Barnes. Edwards a screen on Barnes. Reed passes to Edwards. And that misses. That would have put him up.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Outside Conley. Back to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Edwards has got 3 assists tonight.
I'll tell you, totally fluid mechanics by Jaden McDaniels. Ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, folks.
Now here's Wembanyama. He's got 18. Back to Fox. And here's Vassell from the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Conley. Reed against Barnes. Pass to Edwards. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Fox. San Antonio trailing here to the paint. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Barnes, it's good.
Don't you love the pace? Because Barnes going end-to-end, so hard to deal with defensively.
Outside Conley, and here's Edwards. Outside Conley. Pass to Reed. Three-pointer. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 8 rebounds in the game. They grab their own miss. And here's Vassell from the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Vassell's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, he's so smooth on his catch-and-shoot jump shots, and Vassell has a natural rhythm on him, too.
Now here's McDaniels. Outside Conley. Outside McDaniels. The 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Fox outside. Back to Barnes. Pass to Wembanyama. Fox for 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Outside Reed. Conley finds Gobert. Outside Edwards. A shot from the high post. And he hits the jumper for 2. Edwards got 20.
This guy is on fire right now. Defense has got to step up and try to disrupt his rhythm.
Fox against Conley. And stolen by Gobert. Edwards with it. 20 points for him. Pass to Conley. There's the triple. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Edwards has got his 4th assist with that last one.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
Now here's Fox. He's got 14. San Antonio shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Fox. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Leading by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome all. Game 3, and it's a real halftime cliffhanger for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
This bench, they've been destructive. High energy, attacking like torpedoes.
Rising from the depths, 20,000 points from under the sea.
I see where you're going, but check this out. Making big waves out there, Ernie.
Ooh, well done. Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. They were able to take a game on the road, capturing home court advantage. Shaq, how important is Game 3 for them?
Well, Game 3 is always huge. They took care of business on the road. Now they have to hit you guys with a big word. Now they have to capitalize on it.
Ooh. Well, it won't be easy, but I'm going to make a prediction, guys. You ready?
No, but
Whoever
go ahead.
wins this Game 3, they win the series.
That is bold, Kenny. I sort of like it. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Continuing our coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Glad to have you back. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. Just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Minnesota in the lead. Now Conley. Here's Randall. The kick out to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Outside Conley. Here's the 3. The rebound by the Spurs. And if you're looking for a steady hand to run the offense, Mike Conley has been the gold standard for years.
BA, one thing coaches love is knowing what they will get from a player every single night. With Mike Conley, that's high-level point guard play, a low-mistake player, a knockdown shooter when left open, but more importantly, the first and only thing he thinks about nightly is, how do we win this basketball game in front of us?
Here's Champagnie. And that one drops for him. Champagnie's got 5.
And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
Pass to Edwards. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Outside for Randall. 4-3. That won't go either for Randall.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Here's Champagnie. On the wing, Fox. Vassell outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Wembanyama. Off the mark there with a 3. Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Edwards. Yes! And the foul! It goes on Stephon Castle.
That is big-time strength from Anthony Edwards. He's got the perfect basketball frame.
And this will be his second trip to the free throw line.
One shot.
And that one misses.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Outside for Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 5 assists in the game. Right wing. Randall, right side. Randall draws the double. From deep, Conley. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. They set the screen. Fox, the pass to Champagnie. San Antonio moving the ball around. Castle against Edwards. This one for 3. Castle misses. For Minnesota, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Randall finds Edwards over Castle. Edwards can't hit.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Champagnie. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Spurs lead by 6.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Castle against Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Oh, Fox with a steal. Wembanyama with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Here's Champagnie. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got 4 rebounds in the game. McDaniels against Vassell. 2 in the cold spell. Minnesota again missing. Spurs lead by 6. On the wing, Fox. He's guarded by Conley. Pass to Champagnie from outside the arc. And Conley grabs the miss.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
There's the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. They've led by as many as 11. McDaniels against Vassell. And here's Fox. Here's the pick. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Timberwolves trail by 6. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And so it's Minnesota with it. 6-point game. Outside McDaniels. Edwards for 3. Gobert. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Well, Rudy Gobert showing a bit of an edge on the interior. This guy, if he goes up strong, the defense is going to have to whack him to contain him.
Shooting 2.
And he drops it first.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Spurs lead by 5. On the wing, Vassell. The 3 ball. Buries it from 3. Vassell's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Always ready and willing to fire. Vassell from the corner.
Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Castle. Edwards against Castle. Takes one from 10 feet, and that one's long. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on a 12-3 run. Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. And stolen by Gobert. Here's Conley. He has 6. Outside McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Three-pointer. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Edwards has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And so Conley will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 7. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Randall, good. And it's 6 points for Julius Randle.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
And he lobs it up to Wembanyama on the receiving end.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Outside Conley. Edwards, a pass to Conley. Randall outside. McDaniels from long range. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Champagnie. Hook it off the crossover. Champagnie's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, when you attack in the painted area, good things tend to happen.
Pass to Edwards. Vassell with the rebound. Vassell's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Champagnie. Three-pointer, Fox. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 11. Now here's Randall. 6 points for him. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. McDaniels against Vassell. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Champagnie. Now Fox. Makes his move inside and scores.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. San Antonio leading by 11. Here's Wembanyama. And San Antonio again with a bucket.
You know, it's hard to believe a guy over 7 feet is capable of moves like that. I mean, my goodness.
Outside McDaniels. Conley passes to Randall. To stop the run. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Pass to Fox. Stolen by Conley. High arcing shot. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. That one drops for him. He's got 10. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. San Antonio also making some changes. Harrison Barnes comes in for Champagnie, and it's Johnson in for Vassell. San Antonio with the ball. And here's Fox. He's got 18. Outside Wembanyama. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Free throw good, Wembanyama.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
Dosunmu, the pass to Reed. Over Wembanyama. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Inside, here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, nice finish from Naz Reid. That's the kind of play that can give your team a spark.
Pass to Wembanyama. Now here's Castle. Wembanyama screen. Fires for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside, Ingles. Now Highland. The three is up. The rebound by the Spurs. Barnes has got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Fox. Yes, sir! Fox finishing.
And this is Fox at his best, slamming his foot on the gas pedal and scoring with confidence.
1:02 left in the third quarter here. Outside Reed. Pass to Ingles. 6 to shoot. And here's Clark for three. Rebound by San Antonio. Fox has got 4 rebounds now. Fox on the attack. And Fox powers it home.
Such a terror on the drive. Fox possesses blow-by speed, getting past defenders in a hurry.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Fades back. And Reed with a basket on the assist by Highland. Reed's got 11 points.
Very clever how he creates space against the bigger defender.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Here's Castle. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Yeah, this is where Castle likes to find his points, closer in to the hoop.
Outside, Highland. For three. No luck on that one. And so the San Antonio Spurs in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. Back to the game after this break.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fox with the ball. Cornette sets a screen. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Randall with a steal. Here's Clark. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls. And Clark drops them both. San Antonio with the ball. Fox outside. It's Barnes on the wing. Back to Fox. Launches a three. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Clark outside. Now to Sumu. Pass to Randall. Reed to screen on Barnes. Clock at 6. Randall, good.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Fox against Highland. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Randall, the pass to Dosunmu. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
Spurs lead by 11. Fox outside. Pass to Vassell from behind the arc. Reed with the rebound. And so it's Reed with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. And here's Highland. Here's Dosunmu. Outside, Highland. Reed to screen on Fox. Here's Highland. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Here's Fox. Fox hits it right through the contact.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
Randall outside from deep three-point land. The rebound by the Spurs. Pass to Fox. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. That three's off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside Reed. Here's Dosunmu. Highland looking for an opening. Randall outside. Let's go with a 3. Sinks it from distance. Randall's got 6 here in the quarter.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
To the paint. Hornets with the bucket.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Reed to screen on Fox. Here's Highland. Dosunmu outside. Outside for Randall. They double Randall. Back to Highland. Puts up a 3. That shot off. San Antonio leading by 9. Pass to Barnes. By Highland. From deep, Harper. Second chance effort. And the layup good by Barnes.
Well, for some reason, no one accounting for Barnes on the offensive glass, and that cost them.
Minnesota has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. And here's Clark for 3. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Cornette's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Sinks that one from the post. And the Spurs lead by 13.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
Pass to Randall. DeSumo outside. 6 to shoot. Right side read. Minnesota again missing. Spurs lead by 13. From deep, Harper connects from downtown.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
DeSumo, the pass to Randall. Outside, Highland. Randall outside. And that time also a missed shot.
Well, trying to reply to the three on the other end just doesn't go down for him.
Three-pointer, Fox. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Yes, it's good. Clark's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Clark. Edwards, he's checked in for DeSumo. And Conley subbed in for Highland. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette. Champagnie comes in for Barnes. Johnson, he's checked in for Vassell. And Castle subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle, and they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Castle for three. Pure from three-point range.
Well, when the three ball is falling for Castle, he is extremely difficult to defend.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Edwards finds McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. McDaniels, that's good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Castle. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And what strength by Castle. A tough-nosed guard who knows how to score through contact.
And San Antonio making a change here. Fox is checked in. And Castle no good on that one.
You know, guys, this is an exciting young player. Stephon Castle does a little bit of everything. He hustles, plays defense, got a national championship in college, so he is a winner, too.
For three, Randall. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. On offense, here is San Antonio. They're on a 16-7 run. Fox outside. Back to Wembanyama. Beyond the arc. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox. Fox has got his 9th assist of the game now. Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall for three. Drops in the three. Randall's got 9 points in the quarter.
Oh, my goodness. What a response by Randall. Yes, you can make a three. So can I.
Back to Fox. Fires from deep. And the three-pointer goes. Fox has got 14 points here in the second half.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
From the arc. Edwards can't hit.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Edwards for three. No good that time.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
Gobert against Fox. Over Gobert. And that one hits the back iron. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. From deep, Conley nails it from 3.
Well, the ability of Conley to be effective at any range means the defense can never relax.
Fox against Conley. Down low. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got 5 points now this quarter. Outside Edwards. Pass to Conley. Johnson against McDaniels. The 3 is up. Grabs the rebound again.
It seems like he's grabbing every rebound.
That last one ties him for most in a playoff game in this organization's history. Wembanyama scanning the floor. McDaniels with a steal. Now here's Gobert. Conley finds Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Jacks up a 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give him that much space.
Now a timeout called by San Antonio. They're up by 18. And one of our featured players tonight earns our Player of the Game award, Victor Wembanyama.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
Man, this is still anyone's series. So the way he has stepped up is crucial, showing that he has what it takes to deliver on the big stage. Outside Fox. Can't get the 3. And so Gobert will bring it up for the T-Wolves. They trail by 18. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
For 3, Randall. There's another rebound.
This night will have a place in the franchise history book. Since the team's existence, no one's had this many rebounds in a single game.
He's been sensational. A show of force on the glass. Fox, the pass to Champagny. The basket's good off the assist from Fox.
And that'll wrap up Game 3. Now we'll look ahead towards an important Game 4 for the Spurs.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And in what could be a series-defining victory, they go up 2-1.
And both teams knew tonight would be important. The winner captures momentum going into Game 4. It's been an interesting matchup.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Victor Wembanyama.
And you have to love how he controlled the key, piling up blocks and putting fear into opposing shooters.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Vassell. The 3. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. And this is a critical win for them. They grab the lead in the series after splitting the first 2 games.
Yeah, Game 3 feels like a Game 7 if the series is tied. It has a huge impact. They're in the driver's seat now as long as they don't lose their focus.
Time for us to say goodbye. We hope you enjoyed our second round coverage of the NBA Western Conference playoffs. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And let's reveal our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.